Why I quit my job after I learned how to flip houses. We gonna talk about it. Yeah. All right. Disclaimer. Let me just put this disclaimer out there. I'm feeling a certain kind of way. I'm like not in the best of moods today. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. Because that's just what kind of show this is. It's about being honest. I have an attitude. I've had an attitude for the last couple of days. Actually, being on the show is kind of making me snap out of it. Maybe I need to come on the show more often. I did not go do the show yesterday because I was in my feelings, personal shit. And but I'm on now. Yeah, I'm feeling better already. I don't know what stopped me from coming on, man. All right, note to self: come on the show to feel better. All right, so I am your host, Nykel, DeShawn, quick flipper, freedom lifestyler. This is how to get what you want from what I did in my day in a few minutes / quick flipper confessions. Yeah, I'm AKA quick flipper confessions. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
All right, you ever just had them kind of days where you stub your toe and it just spirals out of control and you just one thing after another. Like, look, I try not to have them kind of days. Like, I still be feeling good, but I still be having like certain kind of days. And the last couple of days has been, them kind of days. Like, all right, let me see if anybody's gonna pop on. I don't care if anybody pops on or not. I really don't care. All right, so let me see. Let's start with my calendar. That kind of threw me off. Like I don't know if you know, but the studies have been showing. It used to be people used to think it take like 21 or so days to form a good habit. I used to think that for a long time, but I've been like reading and studying and observing and listening to different people. And there's new studies have been shown that it takes about 60 something days, 61, 64 days for things to be a habit. And looking at my calendar, I know that's something important, that's a habit I need to do. But it has not been a full 60 something days yet. And so it'd be days where I go without looking at my calendar like I'm supposed to. Like in the morning, I should look at it every morning before I go to bed. I should look and see what's going on for the next day. And in the morning, I should like look and see what's going on. And I did not fucking do that this morning. And I'm sorry with myself for not looking at my calendar today, because I didn't look at my calendar till like 4 something in the PM. I'm looking at it now, but I had planned to do this shit that's on the calendar for today to do for like over a fucking month, and I didn't even get to do it. And on my to-do list to do today, I knew I was gonna go be there late because I don't be getting up early to do nothing. But that's just being without a job for so long. I just don't like getting up unless it's an absolute emergency to get up at like 9 or something in the morning. It's just like, unless it's something for me, and but to be out somewhere, I'm not used to doing that. I'm trying to look at my account. Okay. I'm on a whole new week because it's a brand new day. Okay. I was supposed to go to this investor cleanup, rebuild together for my city, where a whole bunch of real estate entrepreneurs like myself was gonna go and link up, a lot of us too, like and help rebuild somebody's home for free. Just offer our service. I wanted to do that, and I freaking didn't look at my calendar last night, and I didn't look at it this morning. Otherwise, I would have took my ass up there, and I'm sorry about that. Hold up, got allergies. Yeah. I ain't do that shit. And I was like beating myself up. It was from 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. I told one of the dudes that I was coming. He asked me, did I have a chainsaw? I said, yeah, I'm gonna bring it. And I don't know. I just felt like I let myself down. I let people down. I said I was gonna come because I didn't look at my calendar. All right, so I'm gonna try not to harp on that too much on this show. But I've been feeling down about that. What else? The rest of the shit was just normal stuff that I need to be doing anyway. So I did some of that stuff, maybe not in order that's on the calendar, but that was like the main thing. All right, I said I was gonna stop talking about it. All right, so let me go over my notes because I've been pretty much writing in my notes what I've been up to, my daily journal / notes. Where you at? Because I can't even see. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me see. All right, another thing, I was already in my feelings, and then about 1 p.m. I had a seller hang up on me. I had the seller hang up on me, man. It's this dude. I had talked to him earlier in the week, and I don't even think like he the type that I want to do nothing with. But I just, for kicks and giggles, I was just prolonging the inevitable. If it happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't. He got a house. He's out of town. The house vacant. The house getting effed up. He's still paying the taxes on it, so the taxes is current. What's up? But it's vacant. It's still costing them. Eventually, people get tired of paying for houses they ain't doing shit with. It's just he got to pay the taxes. Taxes would be about $800 to $1,200 a year. Gotta at some point you get tired of paying that. The house been vacant for years. Then you got to make sure that the grass is cut. So during the spring, summer, fall, you paying every 2 weeks to get grass cut. If not, the city will cut it for you, and then they'll charge you like $200, $300, $400. I done seen them that high per cut. They add that onto your tax bill. So either way, you got to pay. So that's going on with this property. And dude, he acting a little standoffish, and he acting like he want more than what I'm willing to pay for the house, and a person in my position is willing to pay for the house, which is cool. I ain't tripping off no house. They come and they go, and eventually, Muzz will get tired of having to pay that. Hold on, I got allergies again. All right, but long story short, I'm in my feelings. I'm just having one of them kind of days. I end up cutting his grass. Either it was yesterday, day before that. I don't know. I cut his grass. I said I'd do that for him. That's one of my ways. Here go a little bonus tip. You could take it or leave it. I don't care. But sometimes to get closer to these sellers, I offer extra services. I talked to you before on these videos, on this program about offering more. What's going on, Walter? I see about offering more than the average person to increase your value, to increase your worth. So sometimes what I'll do, because I got the lawnmower, I got the trimmers, I got the edgers, I got all this yard landscape equipment that I could just whip out and take care of they situation. Sometimes when I know that a property that I'm about to flip is going to take longer than expected, I offer to cut their grass for a fee. And it makes me closer in. It brings me closer to the seller because I'm offering more than just, I'm like a one-stop shop. You don't have to go out and find somebody to cut your grass, because I'll do it. And we could work something out that way. So it kind of keeps them on a leash with me, so I can see what's going on. I got a reason to call them. Hey, it's about 2 weeks. It's about 2 weeks. Your grass getting high. You want me to go over there and knock that out for you? You know what I'm saying? And keep me fresh on their mind, all of that. Versus that has somebody else cut it, and I don't talk to them for a few months, and then they run into somebody else and they end up flipping. So that's just one of the things that I do. And it works for me. But on this particular deal, we was working something out where I cut the grass, and I could tell that dude, he's somewhat of a cheapskate, because I charge like 45, 65, depending on how bad the grass need cut, how high it is. I charge a certain amount, And dude, he just told me off rip, like he gonna give me 40. I'm like, okay, I'll take it, but don't think I would keep it at 40, especially if I ain't gonna get this. If I get a whiff that you ain't gonna sell me this house, don't think I would keep cutting it at 40. I'll cut it at 40, till I figure out what you want to do with this house. And yeah, so I went over and cut his yard without getting paid, without even knowing how much he was gonna try to pay me or nothing like that. But I found out, was that today, yesterday? I don't know. The days be running together. That he was gonna pay. Damn, that shit loud. That's my it don't even matter what it is. All right, so is it gonna keep going though? Are you for real? Maybe I need to cut this. Maybe I can mute it. Yeah, because it's about to keep going. This should mute it right here. Hey, Walter, let me know if you can still hear me though. Can you still hear me though? Let me know in the comment section, and I'm gonna keep talking. But they should have muted that sound. Alexa, stop. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
All right, so yeah, I could just kind of, it's like I be reading people, man. The more you do this, the more you be starting to read people and see, and you could peep game. Walter, can you hear me though? Let me know. But yeah, so $40, that ain't shit. All right, cool. As long as I could do something with this house. But then I'm thinking, like, the way he was talking, he said he want 12,000 for the house. Now in them neighborhoods, I'm only paying like 3,000 to 4,000 max in them neighborhoods. Okay, appreciate that, Walter. Max in them neighborhoods. So I know I'm only gonna offer this dude like 3, and he gonna be pushing it at 3,500 probably max on his house. And I haven't seen the inside or nothing. I don't know if it needs a new furnace. I don't even know if it needs a new roof for real. I wouldn't know till I see the inside. It's real. It's like a 2-story, so it's hard to look up and see what the roof looking like. But you could tell from the inside of the house whether or not been leaking or not, whether or not it needed a roof or not. But I need to see the inside of the house. And my whole point of kind of like seeing what's up with his house is because he out of town, it's vacant. Eventually he gonna get tired of paying. Even if I gotta put him on a rotation on a look, I'll just holler at you in a few months and see if you wanna sell, because I got it set up like a little system where I can keep track, and I show my peoples, my students, my quick flippers how to do it, set it up so you can go through, over a course of and just so keep them on rotation so you can hit them later over a course of 30 days, or you can set it up for a couple months, 3 months later. It's a little what the fuck do you call that shit? I forget, but it's a way you can keep track a couple months down the line, and then you hit them so you don't have to be reminded. Like, so you don't have to even, I don't even put it on my calendar, but it's a little system that I created so you can stay on point and contact them in 30 days, 15 days, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, and kind of be on point with it. All right, so I was gonna put him in a follow-up sequence if he was gonna stay at that 12,000 range, just hit him later, because eventually it's gonna drop. Eventually. But anyway, I need to go to the long story short, because I'm ready to go. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm ready to get up out of here. But long story short, dude hit me, and oh my God, it is a long story. It's a long story to it. It's a long story. I'm trying to shorten it up though. All right, so his house is boarded up. When the houses is boarded up it's boarded up by the city. When it's boarded up by the city, that means the city know that it's vacant and it's like a public nuisance. All right, I didn't know that until I cut the grass, and then I was reminded that when I talked to him on the phone, and then he told me to hit his cousin up, who was also, that he explained was a police officer. No, he said he is a police officer he said a state trooper or something like that, where I think he do traffic or something, or I don't freaking know. I ain't been in trouble with the law in a long time, but but he got something to do with being a police officer. He told me to hit him up. I hit him up, and dude was telling me that the house was boarded up by the city, and legally he cannot go in there. So I'm like, okay, he's a police officer, so no, he's not going to go in there. So I'm like, all right, cool. I got a trick for that. The houses that are boarded up by the city, all they want is a notarized. I don't know if you know what notarized means, but it means a person that's certified to put a stamp on a letter saying that everybody that needed to sign this piece of paper, and I swear by the powers of Grayskull and the powers of, if I don't tell the truth, my license to do this shit will be revoked. All right, so them people, they're called notaries, so they have to notarize it, and I take that, and so basically he was supposed to sign this paperwork with a notary stamp on it saying that he did sign this, that I did have permission to go in that house to look to see if I want to buy it, fix up on it, something to improve this property. That letter has to go to the city. I would physically take it to the city, or he can mail it to the city, but I usually take it to the city. I don't wait for somebody to mail it. I'll have them mail it to me, which I was going to have them do, mail it to me, and I take it physically to the city, and then in turn, the city housing inspector will give me a piece of paper back that I can then go over there to the house, open it up, and if somebody called the law and think I'm squatting or anything, I can be like, boom, here you go, officer. This paper says I'm allowed to be here. All right, we cool now. Don't try to arrest me because this paper says I'm good. All right, so that's what needed to happen, basically, especially with his cousin being an officer. Okay. All right, so he called me on the phone, and he called me back. He was playing phone tag. Skip all that, but we was playing phone tag today. He said, "You know what? I took care of all that. Call my cousin, because I'm like, yeah, I do need to get this paperwork to you. I emailed it out. Did you see it? I took care of all of that. He said, you're not listening to me. I took care of all that. I was like, sir, I am listening to you. I do hear you. I've dealt with this before. And that's where shit went left. Or yeah, that's left. Shit went left when I said that. And he shut the fuck up for a minute. And then, but I could tell his blood was boiling. He used to running shit. So it was a case of like male testosterone. I was having a bad day. He got some testosterone problems. I learned that shit from How to Win Friends and Influence People. Because after I said this shit, because had I not read that book, I wouldn't have known what was about to happen and understood, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? I rubbed him the wrong way when I said, like, look, I understand what you're saying and I'm listening, but just me saying that but kind of pissed him off. So look, he was like, you know what? As far as cutting the grass, I got your money on the way, but as far as the house, I don't want to do business with you. Click. So I'm like, this motherfucker. All right, it's cool. It's whatever. I don't even give a fuck. Like, you act like your house is the only motherfucking vacant house on the block. And on top of that, you need me more than I need you. That's what I'm thinking. If you think he's gonna get $12,000 for that piece of shit house, he is sadly mistaken. All right, so I didn't really, on that note, I got to take a smoke. Smoke break. All right, so yeah, I ain't really sweating it. Plus the way his cousin was talking, his cousin them been on the inside. Dude live all the way in North Carolina. His cousin is here local. He's a police officer. He's like a state trooper or something. He's here local. And anytime something go on with that house, he send his cousin over there. His cousin, he said, is like his brother. All right, so but yeah, when I was talking to his cousin said the house is, in so many words, said it was fucked up. Like it needs Jesus. The house needs Jesus. So that tells me this gonna need at least 20 to $25,000 worth of work. It probably need a new furnace. Roof probably old, so it probably do need a new roof. You got to add all those repairs on, and need a new kitchen, need a new bath. That's $2,500 bath, kitchen, $2,500 kitchen. You know what I'm saying? It's $5,000, $5,000 to $6,000 right there. Miscellaneous. You know what I'm saying? So, and the neighborhood, the ARV is not that high. ARV stands for after repair value. What the other houses go for after they're fixed up, what they sell for, it's not a big profit margin. And that's why I be getting them so low, because the profit margin is not that high. So they gotta go low because the repairs don't need to exceed the amount of the house that it costs. And on this particular deal, it will. But I kind of, even though sometimes it do, I know what my buyers will pay, so that I can be like, okay, I can still offer them $2,000-$3,000, so I can make $6,000. Because my buyers, not to say that they're not intelligent, because they have enough intelligence to have the cash money to even buy these houses, but they don't use the regular calculations, quick flipper calculations that some more savvy investors would use. So I can still sell properties even though the values are low. Alexa, stop. And on top of that, as long as they going for the rental aspect of it, it's all gravy, because they end up making their money back off the tenant, if that makes sense. So it's more of a tenant area on those low ARV type of neighborhoods. But matter of fact, one of my rentals, the same deal. I got it for the low. I got it for 5 G's, and yeah. Well, it don't even need that much work, but it's not even worth a lot of money. But it's like, shit, after 5-6 years, it'll be done paid for itself like 20 times over. All right, I'm getting on a tangent. All right, so yeah, so he hung up on me, and it's all good, but it didn't help my attitude. I'm just saying, it didn't help my attitude I had today. All right, so let me see. He said I wasn't listening. I'm looking over my notes. Said it wasn't gonna work out and hung up. Yeah, and I'm gonna still put him on the follow-up list. And he hit me after that and said my money was on the way or whatever. So it's cool. I don't care. Like, I'm not mad at him. I don't really care. Either we work together, we don't. I don't care. I'm not kissing his ass though, and I don't know if I'm gonna continue to cut his grass. I'm not really pressed at this point. All right, so yeah, about 4 o'clock. That's when I looked at my calendar and I was sorry that I missed that investor rebuild the city joint from 9 to 5, and by 4 o'clock I was like, I ain't even no use to me trying to run out the door and get there. All right, then dude texted me and said oh yeah, he kind of like irritated me for a minute. He said to send over better pictures, because when I cut the grass, it was getting dark. I started cutting around 8, and then I got finished around 9. So I was cutting basically in the street lights. That's all I had. And then I took a picture after, and it was kind of dark, but I tried to take a decent picture so you can know at least the motherfucker was cut. But he was saying send over better pictures, and then he texted back and said never mind, they good enough. And I don't know. Some people just hard to deal with that too. Like, you can use all the win friends and influence people in the world, and some people just hard to deal with, and I think he one of them personally. All right, so all right, about 6 p.m. my VA, she doing the best she can, but I don't know if it's gonna work out, and it's not even her fault, it's my fault. Like, I don't know. Right now, I'm getting arrows in my back. I talked about that before, about getting arrows shot in your back from doing new shit, trying to create new things. It's somebody somewhere, and it's not about finding out how to do something. It's about finding the who. Like, I need to figure out who do I know that's in the same industry of flipping the way similarly that I do, that has VAs that I can tap into their training or mentorship or whatever, to figure out what to have my VA do so that she's a better use of my time. Like, so, because even though I'm only paying her like $4 an hour, she worked 20 hours last week, and we really didn't get much. She didn't really get shit much done for me, for real. I feel like we kind of running in circles. All I'm doing is, if anything, she costing me money because I gotta pay her. But she had hit me to pay her today. I paid her today, but I'm having to pay her. But then I had to follow up and see and check behind her to see. It's just giving me more work than I even had before, trying to follow behind her. So I might have to let her go until I figure out a better game plan for having her do shit. I hate that part because I hate letting people go. She's doing her best, but at the end of the day, it's like, damn, what's the best for the business? Do I keep paying out this $80 a machine? It's $80 for 20 hours. Do I keep paying out this $80 and then just for GP? Like, I don't think that'd be too wise of me. So, but I know she needs it because if she working the way she working, she obviously needs it. And $80 a week is kind of decent money for where she at. But I don't know. All right, so it's something I gotta think about. I got like a whole 24 hours to think about it because it's supposed to start Monday back. All right, so let me see. Oh yeah, she had hit me like, where the money at? She didn't say it like that. She was polite with it. But I could tell she was pressed for the money to pay her for the week. And I was like, all right, I got you. I just been busy. And then I tried to send it to her, but my PayPal was tripping. I don't know if the site was down, something was going on. And I told her that, sent her a screenshot. She said, okay. And then about 9 o'clock, I ended up trying to pay her again through PayPal, and it went through that time. All right, and there go another thing. I was bummed out again today because I keep on getting sucked into stuff that isn't the best use of my time, yo. I took some prom pics yesterday. I did it as a favor for a family member, and it took me an hour to shoot the pics. I did not get paid for this. All right, that's cool. I love shooting pics, but at the end of the day, it's like, damn, it's taking me away from the shit that I'm using as a vehicle to pay these bills, real estate, right? That's why I stopped doing photography as much, because the money was getting slimmer and slimmer. And I was like, man, I need to get back into real estate, yo. And so it's like I had to make a choice, because I made a choice to get into photography. I'm like, what am I going to do? I was doing a whole lot of shit back in the day. I was taking pictures. I was doing real estate. I was what else was I doing? I had a t-shirt line. I was rapping. Yes, on the mic. Yes, with skill. All right, I was just doing a whole lot of shit. Jack of all trades, master none. And at the time, I chose to cut everything off for photography, and it was a cool move because I was averaging like $500 to $700 a night at the time. And yeah, when it started dwindling down, I'm like, well shit, I need to bust another, move back into something bigger than that. And so I'm like, okay, real estate. All right, so that's how I ended up back in going back to real estate. And hold up, because I gotta yeah, but yeah, the money been dwindling down, even though I love it so much. Because now you could just do this with your phone, click, 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 and now everybody think they a photographer, and they don't really realize that the pictures could look a whole lot better because they so used to snapping with their phone. And I get it. So, but it's like I be having to make these choices, yo. And I'm really fucking trying to cut photography off, like for real, unless I just do it like for fun every now and then. But I ain't trying to do this shit when I don't really want to do it, but I keep getting sucked into it, right? I got here in my notes. Don't get me wrong. I love taking pictures. It's just like it barely pays the bills. At least the business model that I was doing, it wasn't paying the bills. Not how I was doing it. If somebody know a better way, I don't even know if I'll be open to it. I'm really on this real estate kick right now. So like this job I got tomorrow, I got talked into it. It only pays $100 for the hour. Okay. It only take me an hour to shoot. It's at 11 a.m. I got sucked into it because a family of a friend. It's family. It's a family thing. And so yeah, it's like I gotta get up at 11, be there, shoot from like 11 to 12. It's probably gonna last to 12:30. He's on the tab. It's a prom pictures, no senior pictures. But then it's gonna take me like 4 hours post production to do it. So that's gonna be about $25, $20 an hour, give or take. And yeah, that sounds like decent money, but it's like, damn, that should take away from a possible $2,500 minimum deal I could do on a flip. I don't be flipping houses for no less than $2,500 minimum. Like that's $2,500. Like it could take me away from getting a deal in it. Hell, I could maybe get two in. Like if I really sit down for them 5 hours and go on my hunt and talk to people, or just do a follow-up call from the people that I talked to 3 months ago that didn't want to sell in, but I'm hitting them now on my little system. Like, hey, I talked to you about 3 months ago, and what you want to do now? You know, this I seen the house, so I pretty much, unless anything has changed, and unless the furniture went out, or if the roof went bad out in 3 months, like I pretty much told you, I'll give you 4 or 5 for 6,000, whatever the price was. So I'm looking at my notes. What would you take now? It's taking me away from that 5 hours. Is taking me away from making them phone calls. You feel me? So that's $2,500 I'm leaving on the table to make $20 an hour. So that leads me to my point. Why I quit my job after I learned how to flip houses, like a long ass time ago. It's like wow. It's like going and working at a nurse's salary, right? You working for a nurse's salary, and then your friend and your homeboy say, "Hey, come working with me at McDonald's, where I'm gonna pay you like $8 an hour." It's like you get used to a certain standard of I'm making a certain amount of money, and you just don't want to go back. It's like working at a factory. That was my last job I had, and that was so long ago. It's over 15 years ago. Working at the factory, I was only making I don't even remember, but it was somewhere around, it wasn't no more than like $12. I think it was like $11.45 or something like that. Why in the hell would I go back to make $11 or $12 an hour when hell I can make more than that taking pictures? You know what I'm saying? And then but back then I learned how to flip houses. I was on that damn factory line. I'm just looking on my notes, make sure I cover everything. Yeah, I was on that damn factory line, and I hated it. I was, man, hot ass summers, man, and sweating and back tired and feet hurting from being on that hard concrete, standing on your feet all day, 8, 10, 12 hours. They trying to pay you overtime, time and a half, and it still wasn't worth it, man. I was feeling miserable. My foreman was talking down to me. He was a racist. Everybody knew it, and he used to talk sideways to us, like we was beneath him. I hated that shit. I hated up getting early. I don't like waking up early to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm so used to getting up on my own now. I don't think I'm employable now. Like seriously. But back then, having to get up at like 5 a.m. so you could be there at 6. And then if you late, they trying to give you warnings and threaten firing you. And I mean, that's why. That's why I quit my job after I learned how to flip houses. Cause I'm like, dude, I could, as long as I could do just one flip a month, you know, I'm good. Cause I like as long as I could do one, and hell shit. Sometimes I, you know, make about 5,000-6,000 on the flip. That covered me for like 3 months. I'm straight. Like, I'm cool. And if anything, this job, just working this 8-hour shift job, it take me away from making my phone calls and living the kind of lifestyle I want. I just want to chill in the bed. I just got used to a certain lifestyle. And so yeah. So yeah, that's why I don't be sweating, and this video is getting long as fuck. But thank you for helping me get out of my mood. I feel a little bit better. Hold on, I get these allergies though. And I was gonna do this unboxing. I got some a box that came in from Amazon, but I'm gonna say that for another video so you can see what's in this box. I'll probably open it up tomorrow. But this is quick flipper stuff, just some stuff real estate related. But yeah, and then we're gonna talk about what's going on, L'Oreal. I see you, Deanna Taylor. All right, one of my best friends, her name is Deanna. All right, so yeah, that's why I quit my job. You're gonna have to hear the replay on why I quit my job after I learned about flipping houses, man. Shit, what else? What else we talking about? Yeah, I wanted to cover this too, man. I be frustrated. I had a frustrated day because I spent like 5 hours working on this project that it really didn't pay me nothing because, you know, it's hard to tell family no. I had learned recently, I heard it again, but I learned it a while back. When you say, but it's something that I didn't even know back then when I first started flipping houses. When you say yes to something, you say no to your dreams. Like you say yes to too many things. And I know that, and I guess that's why I get frustrated, because I be fighting with myself. Okay, how do I tell my family member, my peoples, no, you know? But when I say yes to them, I'm saying no to I'm saying no to flipping a house and making, you know, 25 and up, 2,500 and up. That's what I'm saying no to. I'm saying no to the shit that I got going on when I say yes to this. Even though I love taking pictures, I'm saying no to my dreams. Like, and I be struggling back and forth. How can I have both, the best of both? Like, how can I still do this and not say no? And I don't know. It's a work in progress, man. It's like, but so far it's not working out in my favor because I'm still not getting what I need. Not until I get like a system, get maybe my VA set up to where it's systemized, to where I don't have to do the work because I got my business running for me. Then maybe I can go hop over here and say yes to more stuff. But right now it's not set up. I'm still working out the kinks with my VA, and I might have to let her go because right now she's costing me more. I'm doing the math and I'm paying out, even though it's like $4 an hour, I'm still paying out for 20 hours, and that's 80 and 80 a week. That add up to once every 2 weeks, 160, and then that's you do the math, 320, I think, for the month. That's 320 out the window if I don't get her together to bring stuff in. If she ain't causing me to get more deals in, that's 320 out the window for no reason. So it's just something I got to think about. And my bad for going. I don't even care. I didn't mean to go over this late, but I was trying to make it quick. But I'm hoping that you got some gems from today's session. So as always, what did you learn today? If we learners around here constantly, so put that in the comment section. If you learned something, I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you learned in the comment section. And if you want a few minutes of my time, this is how you do it. Just like, share, whatever platform you're on, Facebook or YouTube, like, share, and then reach out to me on the inbox and let me know. I do cost. My time does cost. If you ain't getting nothing from this video today, you know, that I do charge, but I work with people. Just hit me up. And hit me up quick because I don't know how long I'll be doing this. My time, my days fill up quick. But I'm offering it for right now. And if nothing else, I can at least point you in the right direction. Like I wish somebody had did for me a long time ago. I fumbled my way into this game. Like I fumbled. Like I didn't give up on trying to figure out how to do this. I didn't really have somebody be like, hey, if you want to know, just hit me up. I didn't have that, or I would have hit them up and be like, hey, holla at me. All right, so yeah, like, share on Facebook, appreciate it. Subscribe on YouTube, hit that bell notification. And I am Nykel, DeShawn, quick flipper, helping you flip more houses or your next house or whatever. And as always, stay focused, learn something all the time, and take action. Yeah. Ow!